Here I am in my middle bathroom. I already painted it blue. I already put up the medicine cabinet. I'm gonna finish its little makeover by getting rid of these wooden 1980s oak towel bars, the toilet paper holder with the gold trim. Ooh, that's definitely 80s. Some people may like that, so I'm not a fan. And the other towel holder with a ring that broke off. So I'll put a new one of that up. So here's all my items and instructions. I even gave anchors tools. Use that for the drill bit. And I have primer, my blue paint, spackle, putty knife, pencil, level, paint mixer, paintbrush, can opener. All right, let's go to it. Actually, let me see right where I want these. See the pencil marks I made? That's about where the towel holder is going to go. I ripped off this piece of the template. This line, the center line of these holes and the center line of this middle one, I matched up to what I drew. Then I took a pencil, boink, boink, voila. So I'm using the screw that's supplied. Going in. And I'm taking it back out. I'll clear up some of the surplus debris so it can enter better. That's how I do it. You better be confident with it, because when you're hammering it in, you don't want the molly going in and going like that, unless you have spare mollies at home. One thing I want to note, when you're putting these little buggers in, these mollies, make sure you're doing it correct. You put them in nicely, nice and flush. Don't overhammer them or crush them, because these things are the things that are holding up your towel bar. You know, you get those wonky towel bars that are loose? It's this stuff. That's what's going on. Make sure it's flat and flush before you put your bracket end on. The next step is easy. You put those plates over the mollies. And just screw them in. When I'm putting them in, you got two screws, top and bottom, right? I screw them in almost, not quite flush, and I get them both in like that, then I make sure my plate's centered, and then I tighten them both down. Look what I found in my kitchen junk drawer. The perfect little screwdriver for that set screw, right there. You mount this on that bracket, and then at the bottom, you tighten up the set screw, and then it's on. Here's the set screw on the bottom. You put this straight on, and then tighten that set screw under there. I put this one up already. I'm going to put the bar on both ends before I put the second one on. I've never been a fan of these little set screws. Yay, the towel bars are up. There's some old wallpaper under this. I'll just scrape this off. And the difference where this paint is, I'll also scrape it a little even, and I'll spackle this to get it flush. Over here, I'll just hammer that to an inwards position. These holes to repair are pretty big, so before I do it, I rolled up a piece of spare cardboard, put it in like that, get it down below just a little, give something for the plaster to grab onto. Otherwise, you'll end up with a gigantic dimple or an out dimple. You know what works better in these holes? The chunky crumbs inside the wall of your spackle bucket. I got another bonus here, nice clean white plate. I do have white switches instead of almond colored, but that's another time. That primer's dry enough, then I'm gonna go ahead and paint the blue. I'm pretty pleased so far. These two towel bars are up. I did all the spackling and painting, which is still drying. That's where a picture was. I'm gonna center it now. This side's all done. I even put on a new white outlet cover. I do have switches. That's another time. And this is great ergonomically because it's more where your hands are instead of up here. Your hands would be down here to wipe. I'm gonna put in the toilet paper holder, but I'm waiting for that paint to dry because there was a hole there from previous wiring. The old cabinet hit it, but now it's open. And I was like, oh no, when I put up this cabinet, because I was like, look, the hole shows. So I did my stuffed cardboard in their trick, and that's the first spackle, so I'm pretty pleased. When that's dry, after I come back from my errands, I'll go ahead, sand that, maybe more spackle, sand again, prime, paint blue, put up the paper towel, toilet paper holder, and then I'm done. Here's the bathroom reveal. Whoa, doesn't look too 1980s to me. That's pretty. Oh, I cleaned all the bulbs in the top. I also got rid of that hole that was there. Put these up. Now we have two towel holders. Look at that, for two people. There you go. And then put that in too. So how's that? That looks pretty good, right? Do you think it left the 80s? I think so. I like it. So does Fred. Okay, you give the Fred approval? Do you give the approval? Okay. So there you have it. New cabinet, all that stuff. I love it. If you want to see more like this, or more content like this, give me a like. It certainly will help me. And subscribe too. And I can share more with you as I go along. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.